W-I-N-C, Winchester, W-I-N-C.
This is the Little Big Man, reminding you that a whole lot of money will buy you a fine-looking dog. But only love will make him wag his tail. Don't worry, folks, we got lots more Patsy Cline music coming your way, including some of her big ones like Crazy and I Fall to Pieces. But before we take a little break, here's another great one from 1960. I recollect driving all the way to Nashville one Saturday night just to hear Patsy sing this song.
I got a feeling 'cause I'm blue, oh Lord, since my daddy said goodbye. I don't know what I'm gonna do, all I do is sit and cry. Oh Lord, that last long day he said goodbye. Oh Lord, I thought I would die. He'll do you, he'll do me, he's got the kind of loving. Lord, I love to hear him when he calls me sweet baby. What a beautiful dream. I hate to think it all over. I lost my heart, it seems. I've grown so used to that man somehow. And I'm nobody's sugar baby now, 'cause I'm lonesome. I've got the lovesick blues.
Welcome back to Midday. We're down at the Sagebrush Theatre this afternoon, where the current production of A Closer Walk with Patsy Cline is underway. It runs through until March the 5th, and we have the star of the show joining us on the show today, Alison McDonald. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
Yeah, you just wowed us with your voice.
Oh, well, thanks. I have a good time, so.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about this production. People who don't know a lot about Patsy Cline are certainly going to get educated by coming to this production.
It's basically, it's kind of a tribute to Patsy Cline and her music. There's over 20 songs, so you hear her hits, and then you hear the lesser-known songs. There's two people in the cast, myself who plays Patsy, and then a gentleman who plays the Little Big Man, and a number of other comics as well. And he's having a radio show. And while he's talking about Patsy Cline, once he plays the music, then that's when Patsy Cline comes on and sings a song. So in his little interludes, you get a lot of facts about her life and some little snippets that you may not have known. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, she sang Walkin' After Midnight, but I don't know if a lot of people knew quite what a trailblazer that she was.
Did she write her own material, do you know?
She didn't. Willie Nelson wrote some of her songs. There's like back in the day, they had, I feel like it was like this group of writers that they all wrote a whole bunch of cool country songs, and they would chase down the artists that they wanted to sing their song. And a lot of times the managers would come and be like, we want you to sing this song. And funny enough, Walking After Midnight, she didn't like that song. She thought it was a silly pop song, and they're like, no, you have to sing it.
And so her style of music changed going from country and then came a little bit more mainstream, is that right?
It kind of, she was one of the first crossover artists, so she started in country and really, like, she always kind of stuck to her roots. She loves the yodel and the growls. But yeah, she really, her voice was so versatile that she could transfer over to pop, and she had managers who really, I think, pushed her in that direction.
Okay, so for you, you're an actor and you're also a singer, and obviously to do this role, you have to be good at both. But where did you get your start from? More in singing or more in acting?
More in singing. Like, I was that kid who would just sing around the house all the time, and like to the point where my sister was like, please stop singing, Allison. Yeah, so I did some singing, and then I took some like youth summer camps, and then ended up going to theater school and musical theater school, and just going from there. But definitely, I think I started with music, and then I was like, wait a second, I can do musical theater. I can do acting and singing. That's awesome.
Would you consider this more of a musical than a play? Like, it's more of a musical, or?
It's a jukebox musical, so yeah, I mean, you have 20 songs, so it's definitely a musical, but you have, you really get the essence of Patsy Cline, and the Little Big Man has got some great material as well, so.
I own the best of Patsy Cline, but what I didn't know, I listened to it in my car, but what I didn't know is that she died tragically at the age of 30, and I'm not sure how many people are really aware of that.
Yeah, she did a lot. Like, Walking After Midnight came out in 1957, and then she died in 1963. So in that time, she became this amazing, famous artist. And yeah, I mean, I knew that she had died tragically in a plane crash, but my brain didn't quite register. I was like, gosh, she was only 30 years old. That's insane, insane to me.
What do you think the audience will leave the theater with after watching this production?
I think they'll leave with some great tunes in their head and a real appreciation to of what Patsy Cline was and what she brought to the world and music, and yeah, just a real appreciation for the music and kind of like a little jump in their step.
Yeah, and you look like you're having fun out there.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a blast. It's one of my favorite rehearsal processes I've ever done. So.
Fantastic. And now this is here until March the 5th, but of course it carries on. It's being, you're going to other cities as well with it. Whereabouts?
We go to Chilliwack. I can't remember exactly the date. I'm not going to give a false date.
No worries.
And then we go to Vernon, and then in a few months we're going to go to Gananoque in Ontario and do like a 4-week run there.
Okay, and this is your first time with Western Canada Theatre.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, it's great. I wanted to work here for quite some time. So.
Well, I have to say thank you for taking some time. I know that you are getting ready for the first show tonight, so I really appreciate you taking some time to talk to us. Break a leg.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks so much.
You're very welcome. A Closer Walk with Patsy Cline is getting underway now. It runs through until March the 5th at the Sagebrush Theatre. If you would like tickets, of course, kamloopslive.ca. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Now I'm in love with a wonderful guy. That's what's the matter with me. Yes, I'm in love with a wonderful guy, but he don't care about me. Well, I tried and I tried to keep him satisfied, but he just wouldn't stay. And now that he is leaving, this is all I've got to say. I've got a feeling 'cause I'm blue, oh Lord, since my daddy said goodbye. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I lost my heart, it seems. Well, folks, if you feel like shaking a leg, go right on ahead. We don't care which one it is. I've grown so used to that man somehow, and I'm nobody's sugar baby now, 'cause I'm lonesome. I've got the lovesick blues. All right, boys, let's hear it. Woo! Yeah. That's fancy. Looking good. Yeah, boss. Thank you. Yeah, boys. Real nice.